if I weren't here when I welcomed everyone earlier. Great to have you all here. I would like to have your attention because we have some things that we want to share with you. My name is Georgette DuBois. I'm president of the Narberth Civic Association. And the first thing I'd like to do is introduce our officers and board members who are scattered around here. So if you're on the Civic board, please stand up. That's going to help. So, blue shirt, George Lonsdorf, who does all the stuff with the website. Barbara Fortner, our newest board member, who has actually, before she joined the board, done a whole lot of volunteer work with us. So we've got Barbara, there's Rich. Oh, good. Right over here is Rich. He says he has my back. It's behind me. So Rich is also a board member, Rich Myers, who does a lot of great things, including pulling together our wonderful annual square dance, which we will be doing again this year in June. It's a contra dance this year, and it's wonderful. It's great fun. Who am I missing? Patsy's over there. Oh, yes, Patsy has worked like crazy for years now on Narberth Day and does some videoing for us. So that's Patsy Higgins, and I feel like there's still, where's Chris? Yeah, Chris Jackson in that lovely color, that magenta color over there, who has been our treasurer for a long time. Where did Michelle go? So I would like your attention, Catherine Kurtz. Catherine Kurtz, do you hear me? I'd like your attention. And because we want to introduce Michelle, to whom you were speaking. So Michelle, wave your arm. Yeah. So we've got Michelle, who is our secretary. Michelle and Kim Bezak. Where did Kim go? Stand up, Kim, please. These are the two people who worked, you can imagine, really, really hard to pull together this whole event. They've done a phenomenal job. They're a lot of the reason why some of you are here, because they've been spreading the word. So we really appreciate all that they've done, and we thank you. So, I'm going to try to hold your attention here, so I'd really appreciate it if you're able to listen, because we want to let you know about the Narberth Civic Association, who we are, what we do, and I think that probably many of you don't have a really clear idea, maybe haven't been members before, so I'm going to give you a brief review of what is actually our annual report that we presented at our candidates night. So, I'm going to actually read from this paper. In our continuing efforts to encourage civic involvement and promote good communication, we maintain a website, narberthcivic.org. I encourage you to take a look at it, it's great. A Facebook page, a MailChimp list by which we communicate with you, and we post our notices in NarbNet. And you should know this is actually really, really valuable to know. George Lonsdorf has put Aaron Buttericks, Aaron is now our Borough Council President, and a couple of years ago, Aaron put together a really valuable guide to borough government, and it's up at narberthcivic.org. So if you've got questions or concerns, or you're not sure who to talk to about something, take a look at that guide. It is really, really worthwhile. We do Rickland's window. The Civic Association puts different displays in the window, and so always take a look there, because wherever there's cool stuff going on, that's where you'll see stuff about it. Let's see. We did our we did our annual meeting within the past year with presentation by Dennis Montagna about the Friends of Narberth History, another great organization. Let's see. We did the officers. Oh, and the Narberth Day, you heard me mention that. This year it's going to be Saturday, April 30th. So it's from 12 to 4. It's an amazing environmental fair that we have been doing for over a quarter of a century. So, and is Nancy Lotz here? Nancy, where'd she go? Nancy over there by the table is the person who really started Narberth Day that long ago, and we're still doing it, so thanks, Nancy. Yes, we do a bunch of other things. Oh, you should know, too, that we march in the Memorial Day Parade, so we'd love to have you come with your decorated bicycle or just on foot to march with us. It's really fun. And so, just a little bit about really what our mission has been and what we've been focused on, particularly over the last year. Our intention is to open up channels of communication between the Civic Association and Borough Council. We try to foster civic engagement by all Narberth residents, and we want to help make borough government, resources, and staff accessible to residents. And I think at least some of you know that we've had some really positive changes recently in our borough office, and so you're seeing things happen that are moving in a very positive direction. And we've kind of done what we could to inspire some of those changes. So take a look at our website, take a look at the piece that George wrote there about our mission. And actually, I'll read this because this is kind of how this came about. We had submitted a formal request to the borough government that there be information on the website that would enable people to know who to get in touch with, how to contact council members. And so the request actually read, the Narberth Civic Association requests that Narberth Borough Government post on its website its policies, practices, procedures regarding public access to government records. And believe it or not, nothing like that had ever been on the website. So now it is there, and we're very proud of the work we've done to help move things in that direction. So, we did the board, we did the thank you, volunteers. We're always interested in having people who want to volunteer for either to be on the board, but don't have to be on the board to get involved. We need help at Narberth Day, so actually see me if you'd like to help out there. It can be simple stuff like setting up and breaking down and all the things that have to happen to make that wonderful event occur. Along with our intention to foster communication and open government, we've been sponsoring something called the NAR book. This is our first NAR book. And the one for this period of time is Citizenville, and the subtitle of Citizenville is, I'm going to see if I can remember it, How to Take the Town Hall Digital and, George, we need you. I'm trying to remember the whole subtitle of Citizenville. How does it go? How to Take the Town Hall Digital and...
I don't know how the citizens can take over.
Reinvent your government.
Not quite that, but something like that. It's a wonderful book. Rich, where's the bag of books? We want to encourage everybody to read this book. We have used copies that we get. They're $10. Please read it. It will help you to understand how we can move forward in the 21st century to invite more active involvement in our borough government. So we've got a bunch of books here, and yeah. So George is going to say a little bit about Citizenville itself. Oh, and I have to point out, and I am sure you noticed, that because of our commitment to sustainability, we make a point of not using disposable stuff for this potluck. So we all collect up all these plates, a bunch of these things, tablecloths, some of them are sheets, are mine and other people's. And we're going to take all that stuff and wash it. Jim Spear, God bless him, is always the one who brings, he's got this setting for like over 100 people. Hey Jim, yes! Right. Former board member, Jim's involved in all kinds of great stuff. So we hope that we are also modeling for ourselves and all of you, just being more aware of ways that we can help to take care of this earth we live on.